Hey there, everyone. Welcome into the Ben Maynard program. Thanks for being here. Just trying to get some stuff set up. Yeah. Uh, let's see. It's Friday night and we're live. Yes, we are. It's date night with Ben. Um, Before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. As you know, well, you should know. And if you don't know, I'm going to let you know. This program is available on all streaming platforms, just about anyway. There's probably a billion of them out there, so it may not be on all 1 billion, but it's pretty close. Uh, so, yes, this program is available on multiple streaming platforms. Okay. Just search the Ben Maynard program and you will find it. It won't be that hard. However, if you are watching and you just can't resist all this right here, you are watching live tonight on YouTube. So if that's the case, then please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. I love your comments. I always reply to your comments. Let's see. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram. All one word, Ben Maynard program. So, with that, there are plenty of ways to take in this show for your dancing and listening pleasure. And with that, it is Friday night. We are live. Yes, we are. So, welcome in, everyone. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Last Friday, that was great. Last Friday, I don't know. I got real hasty about getting the show started, and I hit the record, or not the record, the live button, whatever you want to call it. I hit it before I hit the countdown timer. So you got a full 30 seconds of the countdown. I don't like to do that to you. 30 seconds is a long time to just sit there and watch a bunch of numbers. So I don't like to do that to you. I usually started at around 10. And by the time I hit record and it actually gets going, it's about 7 or 8 seconds. So yeah, I like to spare you. So sorry, I felt like a knucklehead doing all that. Anyway, so again, it's Friday night. We're live, and let's do this right here. We've got our Friday Night Live banner. How about if we do this one right here? Because you know the deal. All right. You know the deal on Friday nights. We'll have all the usual stuff, the Malort Challenge for the newbies. If you call into the program, I'm going to take a drink of this fine tasting liquor. And I mean that with all sincerity. It's absolutely delicious. Sure it is. So we'll do that, and we'll have Stump the Chump. Yeah, Stump the Chump. So call in with your music trivia. And if you stump me, then again, I'm going to take a drink of this delicious Malort. It's not a drunk show. It's not really even a drinking show. It's just a way to get you to engage. There's been a few episodes where I have gotten out without having to take a drink, and it's been beautiful. Doesn't mean there hasn't been any engagement. It's just usually through the comments or something like that. But if I have to take a drink or two, I am ready to go because I was able to jam down my dinner before we got started here. So good for me. I've got a full stomach now. So I certainly shouldn't be getting tanked up. Let's see. What else? What's the latest? How's everybody's week? Everybody having a good week? It was actually a short work week for me. I worked Wednesday, Thursday, and today. But Thursday was an absolute killer. I put in a 15 and a half hour day on Wednesday. That was, yeah, that was not a lot of fun. So I was dog tired yesterday morning, and yesterday it was not nearly as bad. So I was able to get home and get a decent night's sleep and put in a good day today. I think it was only 12 and a half hours today. Something like that. Oh, woe is me, right? Um, but it's all good. Only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Got a good weekend. Tomorrow, Catherine and I have a birthday party to go to. It's in the afternoon, so we're really looking forward to that. Sorry, I'd have you join us, but you weren't invited. What else? What else is going on? Oh, I want to bring this up. My heart goes out to, and my prayers go out to the people that have been affected by Hurricane Helene. Yeah, that thing came and went. It's been a little over a week ago. And when we were on the air last, we really didn't know what the damage was. And really, there's no word there's no final word anyway. They're still cleaning up. There's still a big mess down in the area. You've got pockets of Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. So my prayers go out to all those out there. Yeah, it's not a good thing. My heart aches for you. It's kind of like how when we have wildfires out here, I mean, my heart breaks. My heart breaks when we have wildfires out here, especially obviously when people are losing their homes, and God forbid anyone loses their life. And I think the death toll in the hurricane region, the affected area anyway, I think it's up to around 220. It's just terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. So my heart breaks. I pray for you every day. I truly do. And I pray that everything will work itself out. There's some tough people in that part of the country. There really are. God bless them too. Ultimately, I think they'll be okay. It's going to take some time, but they are some tough people, man. They're not going to let this keep them down. Down, but not out, right? Yeah. So then, what was it? Day before yesterday, I believe it was. The longshoremen went out on strike. Yeah, I don't even know how much those guys were like asking for. I don't know, 80% wage increase. Maybe it was even 100%. I honestly don't remember. But that's bananas. That's absolutely bananas. And the bad part is that we import so much stuff into this country that a strike like that could really bring this country, to a screeching halt. We could have shortages on all kinds of stuff, and pandemonium, and people buying up all the toilet tissue and all the paper towels and everything else that goes along with it. However, we got a reprieval. I think I heard it first thing this morning, about 3:00 this morning. Yeah, there's not a cooling off period, but the longshoremen, they're going back to work for the next 3 months, and I guess during that 3 months they're going to try to negotiate things, get things settled. I think they put a deadline of January 15th, which is good. Of course, we all know what happens the 5th of next month. There's an election, and there's a lot riding on this the strike. And I'm sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, there were some high ups in the Democrat Party picking up the phone and calling the union leaders of the longshoremen, saying, "Yeah, probably in your best interest to get them back to work right now. You're gonna make us look bad if you don't, and we're the ones that support you, and vice versa, and all that kind of crap." So I'm sure something like that went down. Might not have been as nice. Might have been really harsh, but nonetheless, they went back to work, and good on them. Uh, Good. We're not going to have any holdups, shortages, anything like that. No mass hysteria. Uh, yeah, and speaking of unions and all that, as you know, and if you didn't, I'm a Teamster, local 848, and about 3 weeks ago, uh, the members of the Teamsters International received something in the mail, and it was kind of a survey type ballot. Basically, you scan a QR code, and then they ask you a couple of questions. Who do you want the Teamsters to support in the presidential race this year? Blah, blah, blah. And it was basically just check this one or check that one. And that was it. Send it back in. So I did. And it was last week. That's right. Last week comes down that the president of the Teamsters, Sean O'Brien, announced that the Teamsters were not going to support or throw their support towards either candidate in this year's presidential election. And I think that's a bunch of hooey, because the numbers came out, and I believe it was 68% said that 68% of the membership said that they wanted the union to throw their support towards Donald Trump. And 32%, it might have even been less, like 30%, because I think there might have been 2% that was undecided or whatever, something like that. But we'll just say 32% were for Kamala Harris. So with that, you've got, a large percentage, almost 70% of the membership saying, throw your support this way. And what does leadership do? They say, yeah, I don't think we're going to show our support for anyone. However, Sean O'Brien did speak at the Republican convention this year. So it's like, wait a second here. Wait a minute. What's going on? Okay. I'm just going to call it I'm just going to call it like it is. I think he's a coward. Sorry if that offends anybody, but I think he's a coward. I told my shop stewards that the following day. So he's a coward. You ask your membership to say something. You ask their opinion on something. You ask what they want, what they would like for the entire Teamsters International to do. They tell you, and then you don't do anything. Or basically you do the opposite. That would be, to me, that's equal to being involved in contract negotiations, and leadership comes to you and says, okay, the company's offering you X. Do you want it do you want it? Yes. Do you want it, or do you want to turn it down? No. And the overwhelming majority say, yes, we'll take it. And then leadership goes back to your company and says, yeah, no, we don't want it. Or vice versa. Same thing. It's equal to that. You're not doing what your membership asks you to do. So yeah, coward. Sorry, Sean, you're a coward. You got my vote a couple years ago when you ran for the position. I supported you and you got my vote. You will not be receiving my vote the next time you are up for election. That's just the way it is. Sorry. I know I'm only one guy, but I'm the one with the microphone here and I'm letting you know. So, anyway, that's that. That's the news. Let's move on, okay? So we are finally wrapping up with work around this house. Finally. It doesn't look like a construction zone anymore. So happy about that. I got home from work this afternoon and it's almost back to normal. I mean, I have some cleanup stuff to do. Gotta clean up my patio a little bit, hose it down and kind of hose down the furniture because it didn't get covered. And so it's dusty. So I got to hose down the furniture and then set it up on the patio. But yeah, everything's getting back in order. Finally. It seems like, and we're out of summer now. And it seems like the whole entire summer was just one thing or another around the house here, but getting it back. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. So last Saturday, I think everybody knows. And if you don't, my dear friend Eddie passed away August the 19th. And this past Saturday, what was that? September 28th was his celebration of life. And I was asked to give the eulogy. It went over very well. Not to say what I did was great. I'm just saying the entire event went over extremely well. There was just a ton of people out there showing their love for Eddie and his family, the Sanchez family. Just, man, it was great. It was awesome. And I want to, right here, live on the air, I want to give so much credit to my niece, Anita. She did such a bang up job. I mean, not only just putting this celebration of life together, but through this whole ordeal with Eddie, which we'll say that his last month, she was just, man, she was right in there. She was holding up Eddie's brother Hav pretty much, holding him up, supporting him and the family so much, and then advocating for Eddie as well, because the doctors and staff would come at Hav with this thing, that thing, and Hav was kind of like, what do I do? And Anita was there and she's like, nope, I'll take over. I got this. This is what you're going to do, meaning the hospital staff. This is what you're going to do. This is what Eddie needs. It's going to get done. And she was total advocate. And then, of course, putting together his celebration of life last week, just dynamite. It was such a great evening. There was just so much love in the air. It's awesome. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So kudos to you, Anita. You did such a great job. You're awesome. And I love you. Yeah. So next Saturday, that's the 12th of October, we're going to live stream from Troy and Debbie Silva's restaurant, Orchard Barbecue and Grill. It's one of our high school alumni luncheons that day. And we're going to live stream, and the entire program is dedicated to Eddie. And the people that attend can come up and talk on microphone, tell stories, share their experiences, their time with Eddie, that kind of stuff. Because I would say probably a lot of the people that will be there at the luncheon did not go to the celebration of life last week. So I want to give those people an opportunity to say their piece. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So, you know what? Tune in. I think we're going to get kicking off around noon Pacific time. Yeah. So if you know Eddie and if you don't know Eddie, tune in. And I'll tell you this, if you watched the episode that Eddie was in studio, well, then you know him. So tune in and watch. Yeah. We'll put out the notifications and let everybody know. Yeah. So that's kind of, what's going on right now. I want to have a little bit of fun. Hold on a second. I got to take a drink of water. Mouth's getting a little bit dry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So last week, I was going through Brother Jim's stack of vinyl. If you recall, if you were here last week, you remember. So here's what I want to do. Obviously, I didn't go through all of them. I only went through a handful. And yeah, so there we go. So I only went through a handful. Well, probably a little bit more than a handful. Let's go through some more. How's that? Yeah. Remember what at this point, when we had stopped, there was a common thread. There was a commonality to a greater percentage of those albums. Does anybody remember what that was? California sound or West Coast sound, however you want to call it. It's kind of been dubbed both. And there was, the likes of Jackson Browne and the Eagles and James Taylor and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Trying to remember just off the top of my head. So there was a lot of that. And well, Doobie Brothers aren't California sound so much, but yeah, there was a lot of that in there. I haven't looked at any of this stuff, so I'm going to reach over here and grab a few, and we're going to go through them, and let's see if Brother Jim had a turntable, what would be on his turntable. All right. Okay. These are totally at random. Oh, oh no, I don't have it upside down. It goes both ways. All right. This one is Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Get Your Rocks Off. I don't know if anybody out there has this album. I know I don't. Let me look at the back of it here. Oh, there is not one song on here that I recognize. Trying to pick up the year that this one was released. Let's see if I can open it up. And it's got a gatefold. Great. This is 1973. 1973. Yeah. I don't recognize any of the songs off of this. All right. So, I mean, I think most of us know that the Manfred Mann is pretty much known for two songs. Let me put this down. There we go. All right. Let's see what's up next. Jackson Browne. Was it Late for the Sky? Maybe some of you out here or out there have this. The title track, Late for the Sky, Fountain of Sorrow, Farther On, The Late Show, The Road and the Sky, For the Dancer Walking Slow, Before the Deluge. I don't think I'm familiar with any of that. Maybe, but I'd have to hear it. I may know a track or two just from hearing it. That one is from 1974. Okay. Looks like somebody was doing some coloring on the cover of this one. It's Electric Ladyland, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Yeah. I think, yeah, this is a double album. Yeah, this is a double album. Let's see. What year was this one? Let's see. What year was this one? I don't see it off the top of my head. But let's see. All the Gods Made Love. Have you ever been to Electric Ladyland? Crosstown Traffic. That's such a cool song. I dig that song. Voodoo Chile. Little Miss Strange. Long Hot Summer Night. Come On, Part 1. Gypsy Eyes. Burning of the Midnight Lamp. Rainy Day, Dream Away. 1983. Yeah, 1983. Huh. Let's see. Still Raining, Still Dreaming, House Burning Down, All Along the Watchtower, Good Song, and Voodoo Child. Okay. All right. I know there's probably a ton of people out there that love Hendrix. I like Hendrix. Well, I don't go deep into the Hendrix catalog. I know pretty much the mainstream songs, but I can't say that I'm a huge fan of Jimi Hendrix and what it is that he, what it is that he accomplished, and the legendary status he created over his life. But I can appreciate it. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate it. I'm just not like a huge fan. Certainly when you see top guitarists, he's like one or two, never any lower than that. And, rightfully so. He was cutting edge. And yeah, so I can appreciate what he did, but I'm just not like a huge fan. The Doobie Brothers, The Captain and Me. I think. Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Captain and Me. This is pre Michael McDonald. This is 73. Yeah, 73. Let's see. Side 1, Natural Thing. Long Train Running. Oh, great song. China Grove, great song. Dark Eyed Cajun Woman. Clears the Driven Snow. Side 2, Without You. South City, Midnight Lady. Evil Woman. Ukiah, and The Captain and Me, the title track. Produced by Ted Templeman. And I mentioned Ted Templeman last week because I think we went over a Linda Ronstadt album that he produced. If you're not aware of Ted Templeman was like a legend in the music industry as far as production. I mean, he produced so many acts. Certainly the Doobie Brothers. Yes, Linda Ronstadt. He produced the first, and I think I mentioned it last week. He produced the first 6 Van Halen albums. And then when David Lee Roth left and went in and started his solo career, he produced his first full-length album, Eat 'Em and Smile. So there's just something about Ted Templeman and his production. There's a definite sound to his production. Not that everything sounds the same, but the quality of the sound. Just an absolute legend. Okay, what's next? Let's see. Saturate before using. Jackson Browne. I think this is a live album because it says Los Angeles, California. This is from 1972. I don't know if it, I don't know. Doesn't say anything on it about where it was recorded. But let's see. Jamaica, Say You Will. A Child in These Hills. Song for Adam. Doctor My Eyes. Everybody knows that one. From Silver Lake, Something Fine. Under the Falling Sky. Looking Into You, Rock Me on the Water, and my opening, Farewell. Okay, Jim, I see where, I'm sorry, I'm away from the microphone, but I see where you're going. I should have just put the chair over here. Anyway, it's another handful. Like I said, it's a lot of that California sound. I don't know. I know that Brother Jim loves harmonies. Absolutely loves harmonies. Dave Mason, Certified Live. I know nothing about this album. Let me see. Let's show it this way first. And then let's turn it over because, yeah. Feeling all right. You're feeling all right. Oh, oh. Okay, let's see. Pearly Queen, Show Me Affection, All Along the Watchtower. Huh, okay. Take It to the Limit. This is 76. So that could be a cover of the Eagles song. Certainly could be because I believe the Eagles version of that song came out in 74, I believe it was. Give Me Reason, Sad and Deep as You, Every Woman, World in Changes, Side 3, Going Down Slow, Look at You. Two songs on Side 3. Are you kidding me? I've got to take this out. I got to take this out of the cover because I got to see the length of these songs. This is what used to go down in the 70s, folks. This is what went down when a band put out live albums. Some bands, it would be like one side would be a whole song, or in this case, two songs. Let's see. Okay, this is side 2. This is side 1. So this is backwards. So let's get the other album out instead. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Put this back. I've got to see. I got to see how long these songs are. If it takes up the whole side of an album, which is generally around 15, 16, 17 minutes. Okay, there it is. That's side 4, which is 3 songs. Yeah. Okay, side 4 with 3 songs. The first song, Only You Know. Only You Know and I Know. 417. Bring It On Home to Me. That's 502. And then, Gimme Some Lovin'. Yeah. Well, I think because Dave Mason, I believe, I don't know if he might have been in the Spencer Davis group. I don't know. I know he was in Traffic. Gosh, I hope I'm right on that one. But yeah, this is the Spencer Davis song with written by Spencer Davis, Stevie Winwood, and Stevie Winwood's brother as well. 803. Okay, side 3, 2 songs. Going Down Slow, 640. Oh yeah, Look at You, Look at Me, 12 minutes, 32 seconds. So it's almost 19 minutes for that side for 2 songs. But that's just the way things were. That is the way things were in the 70s. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. One of my favorite bands, as everybody knows, Uriah Heep. Their Live 73 album. Side 2, 2 songs. Side 3, 2 songs. Yeah. Because I know, let's see, side 2 was the first track was July Morning. I think that song is just shy of 11 minutes. And then Tears in My Eyes, That song is about 5.5 minutes. And then when you go to side 3, the first song is Gypsy, and that song's almost 12 minutes. And then you have Circle of Hands, the second song, and that's over 8 minutes. Awesome stuff. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Next. Oh, Heart. What year is this one? 1978. It's called Magazine. That's what it says right here. I think it's a special edition. This one features Heartless. Know that one. Devil Delight, Just the Wine, Without You, Magazine, title track. Here Song, Mother Earth Blues, and I've Got the Music in Me. So there you go. Let's see. Let's see. This has got a. See if this has got a special. Oh yeah, I think this is a picture. Oh yeah, picture disc. There you go. Cool. What do you think of that? Not bad. I know for those listening, you can't see. Sorry. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, let's get this one put away. And I see what's under this one here. Oh, lordy. Uncle Ted. Yeah. That's Ted's debut solo album. Let's see what songs are on here. Of course, everybody knows Stranglehold. Stormtroopin', Hey Baby, Just What the Doctor Ordered. Yeah, that's a good one. Just What the Doctor Ordered. Let's see. Snakeskin Cowboys, Motor City Madhouse. Where Have You Been All My Life? You Make Me Feel Right at Home, and Queen of the Forest. Yeah. This was when Derek St. Holmes was still in the band, and he was pretty much taking on the lead vocals. This one says 75. Yeah. 75. Who let me see who. Let's see who produced. Does it say on here on the back who produced this? No, it doesn't say who produced it. I'm sure it's on the album label. Let's see. It doesn't. That's weird. That's really strange. It doesn't say who produced it. That's odd. Not a lot of credits with this one. Sorry about that. I know I'm blocking my view and everything. Blocking my face out. That's right. You don't need to see it, right? Let's see. Carole King, Tapestry. One of her big ones. This one's 19. What does it say on here? 1970. Where did it go? I don't know. Let me check. Let me see. Oh, gosh, Jim. Then have the jacket for the album. Let's see. Produced by Lou Adler. Okay. I don't see it on here. Darn it. Okay. But half the stuff is rubbed off on the cover here. So I could be just skipping right over it. See, I feel the earth move so far away. It's too late. Home again. Beautiful. Way over yonder. You've got a friend. Where You Lead. Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Smackwater Jack. Tapestry. And You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Oh, yes, you do. Thanks, Carol. All right. One of the bigger albums in this artist's catalog, right here. The one that certainly put him on the map. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. I think this is 75. Yes, 75. Yeah, this is the one that put Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band on the map. Songs like Thunder Road, 10th Avenue Freeze Out. 10th Avenue Freeze Out's a good song. That's just a good song. Night, Backstreets, of course, the title track, Born to Run. That's just a legendary song. She's the One, Meeting Across the River, and it closes with Jungle Land. Jungle Land, another one. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 huge songs in the Bruce Springsteen arsenal there. Just a couple more. Let's see. Oh yeah. Love this one right here. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Long After Dark. Oh, love this one. From 1982. Let's see. One Story Town. The big hit song, You Got Lucky, Deliver Me. The, let's see, Change of Heart. Oh, gosh, love that song. So good. Finding Out, We Stand a Chance, Straight in the Darkness, The Same Old You, Between Two Worlds, and A Wasted Life. You know, there was a guy, I'm just bringing it up because there was a band in the 70s and 80s, late 70s into maybe the mid 80s. I know that the band was the Daryl Mansfield Band. It's a Christian rock band. And I know for a time that I think it was the bass player, Charlie Sumner, something like that, played in the Heartbreakers. But yeah, that was obviously pre this album. I think it was pre like Damn the Torpedoes. Might have been like on his first album. Yeah, I don't know. I always think of that whenever I think Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Okay, last one. That was it. I got one more thing, and then we'll cut you loose. Okay, we'll spare you tonight. All right. All right, we're gonna spare you, but I've got this book of rock and roll band names, how they got their names and all that good stuff. Sorry, now I must have a drinking problem. I can't even drink water without choking. All right. You know that I love the band Toto. So let's read this right here. Toto was created in Los Angeles in 1978 by 6 veteran session musicians, lead guitarist Steve Lukather recalled. We were doing demos for our first record in early 77, and we needed something to write on the demo tapes because we didn't have a name for our group. So we said, we need to get a name like Toto, something really simple, easy to remember, and easily identified in every language, that if you hear once, you're going to remember it. Always with the intention of finding a better name, because the name doesn't fit the music at all. I think it's actually been detrimental to our career more than anything. Stuff happened so fast for us. The next thing you know, people said, that's not a bad name. I was like, man, the word doesn't fit what we're doing. It was just one of those things where we were making a record and the record was out before we even really had a chance to get deep into thought about it. Believe me, compared to a lot of other names, it's not so bad. Let's see. Keyboard players Jeff Porcaro and David Paich were sitting around watching The Wizard of Oz one day, and they came up with the name from the movie. Kimball debunked the enduring rumor that his last name was originally Toto. They may have, that may have been a thing we did with Rolling Stone just as a joke. Told them my name was Robert Toto, or Toto, spelled E-A-U, T-O-T-E-A-U. And we all had a big chuckle about it. Next thing you know, I was seeing it printed everywhere that my name was Toto. When asked if he was glad they picked the name Toto, in retrospect, he said, "Oh yeah, I thought it was great because as we went around the world, we found about 17 different connotations. It's a betting term in Europe, Toto Lotto. There's a cartoon character in France named Toto, and I think it means child in Swahili. And Toto means all-encompassing in some language. It's pretty wild. Also, it's the name of the largest toilet manufacturer in Japan. So the first time we went to Tokyo, we saw our name every early morning." Yeah, that's right. That is absolutely right. I have seen the name Toto on toilets and urinals. Yeah, crazy. Oh, geez. All right, listen. Before we get out of here, before I cut you loose, some things that are coming up. Don't recall if I mentioned it last week. I may have, but you know what? Not everybody sees every episode, so it's worth mentioning again. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony is on October the 19th. So we're going to have a couple of shows kind of commemorating, or I don't know, kind of celebrating the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. My buddy Spaz is coming back in. We're going to do a show. And then my buddy Deep Cut Dennis is going to return, make his second visit in the studio. So we've got a show coming up as well. That'll be in the next couple of weeks. And then I want everybody to really stay tuned to next month. About 4 weeks from now, we're going to do a couple, 3 shows. I don't know exactly how many, but we're going to celebrate Veterans Day with a couple, like I said, 3 different episodes, different veterans, and really thank them for everything that they went through and everything that they did. And we're going to celebrate our veterans with that. So it's going to be really cool. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to have 2 or 3 episodes, but I know we'll have 2 for sure. But I'm looking at getting 3, maybe even 4. We'll see. I'll be busy, won't I? Eesh. So we're going to really do it upright and celebrate Veterans Day. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I will remind you again. All right. So with that, I got away Malort free. And it all worked out. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. So that's a wrap, folks. As a reminder, this program is available on all the streaming platforms. Wherever you look, there it is. Just search the Ben Maynard program and you will find it. However, if you're watching on YouTube tonight, then please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and give me a thumbs up or whatever. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, however that goes. You know what to do. Get it done, okay? Thanks. I appreciate it. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram. Simply Ben Maynard Program. All one word. With that, we are done. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Thanks for Date Night with Ben. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week. This is the Ben Maynard Program. Tell a friend.